welcome back to our innovation. Today we are going to learn 11th history, emergence of state and empire. Bhami script in Ashoka's pillar inscription was deciphered by James Prinsep. The first known ruler of Magadha was Bimbisara of the Haryanka dynasty. Dhanananda was the ruler of Magadha during the invasion of Alexander in India. The comprehensive historical chronicle in Pali from Sri Lanka serving as an important source for the Mayuran period is Mahavamsa. The play Mudrakshasha by Viskadatta described the Chandragupta and his of the Magadha Empire. Megasthenes' work Indica described the court of Chandragupta and his administration. The Arthashastra was the perspective text for good administration. Very short answer. How did Bimbisara extended the territory of Magadhan Empire? Bimbisara extended the territory of Magadhan Empire by matrimonial alliances and conquest. Write a note on Mahapadma Nanda. The first Nanda ruler was Mahapadma. It is believed that he usurped the throne by murdering the last of Shishunaha kings. Nanda's exterminated many Kshatriyan clans and subject Kshatriya ruled kingdom. Nanda was succeeded by his 8 sons. They were together known as the Navanandas or Nayanandas. What made Alexander the Great to restore the throne of Porus? The most famous Alexander's encounter was with the Porus ruler of the region between Jhelum and Bes. The two armies met in the battle of Hydaspes in which the Porus was imprisoned. Later impressed by the Porus' dignity, Alexander restored his throne on the condition of accepting the suzerainty. Features of the centralized state. A centralized state required a number administrative framework to govern an extensive territory. The creation of the bureaucracy, resources of money and men for managing the administrator, the army. A system of revenue administration had to be developed to raise the funds needed for the state through taxation. A political formation led to the development of cities as administrative centers distinct from villages and rural areas. A large standing army was required for expanding and retaining the empire. Give brief note on literary source for study of Mayuran state. The play Mudraksha by Vishkadatta. Arthashastra was a perspective text which laid down the guidelines for good administration. In which ways did invasion of Alexander make a watershed in Indian history? It marked the beginning of interaction between the India and West which spanned many centuries to follow. Greek governors and king ruled in the northwestern region of India which introduced many styles of art and governance. Short answer. Mention the urban features revealed by archaeological findings. Archaeology and epigraphy are the tools that provide rich information periods of history. The Bhami script of inscription at Sanchi was deciphered by James Prinsep in 1837. Excavation revealed the nature of urban morphology, that is, layout of the city and the construction of buildings. Epigraphical evidence is scanty for the period, the most widely known as Edicts of Ashoka. Explain the features of monarchies or kingdoms on the Gangetic plains. The Mahajanpadas on the Gangetic plains were all monarchies. The kings were also the sovereign ruler. The king levied the taxes out of agricultural surplus and redistributed it and ensured the maintenance of law, order in hierarchical society by force and coercion. These features mark the formation of state in Gangetic plains. Highlight the impact of invasion of Alexander the Great on India. Alexander's invasion led to the establishment of Greek Greek satrapies in the northwestern regions of Indian subcontinent. Trade routes open up with the west. The Greek accounts of India provide valuable information but with a bit of exaggeration. There were 4 different trade routes in use which facilitated the movement of Greek merchants and craftsmen to India. What do you know of Ashoka campaign against the Kalinga? The defining event of Ashoka rule was his campaign against Kalinga in the 8th year of the reign. This is the only recorded military expedition of the Mayurans. The number of those killed in battle, those who died subsequently, and those deported ran into tens of thousands. The campaign had probably been more ferocious and brutal than usual because this is an punitive war against Kalinga, which had broken away from Magadha Empire. Ashoka was devastated by the carnage advised and aided by Chanakya, known maneuvering in governing his empire. Discuss the extensive trade on textile carried on during the Mayuran period. Spinning and weaving, especially of cotton fabrics, relying on the universal availability of cotton through India, a great variety of cloth was produced in the country, ranging from the coarse fabric used by the ordinary people for everyday use to the very fine textures worn by the upper classes and the royalty. The Arthashastra referred to the region producing specialized textiles, Kasi, that is Banarasi, Vanga Bengal, Kanpur, Assam, Madurai, and many other. Each region produced many distinctive and specialized variety of the fabrics. Cloth embroidered with gold and silver was worn by the king and the members of the royal court. Silk was known and was generally referred to the Chinese silk, which also indicates the extensive trade was carried on the Mayuran Empire. Write a note on the commodities trade between India and West and South Asia. Trade routes open up with the West. There were 4 different trade routes in use which facilitated the movement of Greek merchants and craftsmen to India, establishing direct contact between India and Greece. As trade contacts increase, many Greek settlements are established with the northwest of India. Alexandria near Kabul, Bokhepal near Peshawar in Pakistan and Alexandria in Sindh were some of the prominent Greek settlements. Let us see the long answer in the next video. So, இந்த வீடியோ உங்களுக்கு யூஸ்ஃபுல்லாக இருக்கும்னு நினைக்கிறேன். யூஸ்ஃபுல்லாக இருந்த உங்கள் ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸுக்கும் ஷேர் பண்ணுங்கள். மறக்காமல் ஆர் இனோவேஷன் சேனலை சப்ஸ்கிரைப் பண்ணிக்கோங்க. தேங்க்ஸ் ஃபார் வாட்சிங் அ வீடியோ. தேங்க்யூ. ஹேவ் அ நைஸ் டே.